Kofa taught me.
What people don't understand is you can take everything from me. You can take everything I got, and I'm gonna go get it again. Because it's not on me. It's in me.
Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your ugly ass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Happy July 7th. Hope everybody had a good, safe, successful, fun 4th of July. Even if you don't celebrate, hope you took the time off to be with family and friends and eat good. Once again, I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell. Once again, this is G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where GROW stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing, and this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Got some new drops, got to play with them. The time is now 7:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Go ahead and get the housekeeping out the way. See the Cash App, you see the PayPal. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use super chats, super stickers. Make sure you hype the video if you catch it on the replay. I appreciate everybody being in here. Again, you also see the email that is growthtalk.podcast. That's at Gmail. So hit me up with your ideas for different shows or questions you may ask, or maybe you want to share part of your story. So again, we can keep getting this narrative out. I will keep everything confidential. I'll just share the story and not your name. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with Randy. I think. If Randy want to play. Randy don't want to play tonight. Nope. All good. Clap for yourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Y'all know how I go. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the content or the topic for tonight. Y'all have seen the thumbnail before. The community is the walking dead. We're all infected, as I've said many, many times. A lot of times brothers get caught up in the same system, the same rigmarole, same environment, same circle of people. They don't want to change. I don't know how many more times I can beat this into people's head when we can say fuck these hoes all the time. I can also keep repeating to men, you deserve better. And you're the only person that can give yourself better. So get the shout outs out the way. Brother Malika in the building in the shoot tonight. He says, Kofa, peace to Kofa in the chat. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you being in here. Let's go ahead and get a cold water reminder of why we talk this shit in the Red Pill community.
What happened to men just shutting the fuck up and going to work? Every time. It's a podcast. It's a meme. It's a stream. Take y'all ass to work and shut the fuck up. Y'all talk too damn much about nothing. About how y'all ain't giving the woman no motherfucking money. We don't want to hear it, okay? We don't want to hear it. Okay, you broke. We got it. Like, please. I'm tired of the think pieces. I'm tired of it. Damn, just be quiet.
Now remember, these are the same women. Let me bring the music down a little bit. These are the same women who years ago asked us to talk, get in touch with our feminine side, understand our emotions and our feelings and why we do the things that we do, and have these discussions. Now we're having the discussions, and all of a sudden people can't stand the last 5-10 years of brothers talking in the red pill, passport bro, whatever community you want to call it. Men-centric space is what I like to call it, because everything kind of overlaps. So what Kofa is here to do, because I know I hear and receive things differently, I'm here to try to give you the womanese. She wants you to do that type of woman, which so many of us run into. Let's run that back real quick, and I'm gonna pause it. Peace.
See, what people don't understand is you can take everything from
What happened to
Right
me
here.
just shutting the fuck up?
The same swoop hairstyle, same makeup, same weaves, same attitude, same perception, same look on life, same.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
What happened to men just shutting the fuck up? Just go to work and shut the fuck up. These are the women that have convinced you that you getting better for yourself. You find a new circle of friends. You wanted to do better as a community and as a family, setting boundaries, having old school masculinity. They have convinced you, many of us, not the guys in the chat, but y'all know what I'm saying. Misogynoir, toxic masculinity, this, that, and the third. But we're constantly being told, this is how you be a black man. Then you check that block. That's not good enough. So taking care of these bastard kids that aren't ours and loving them unconditionally as if they're ours isn't enough. Paying bills isn't enough. Taking care of the household isn't enough. This is the same type of bitch. I'm telling y'all, I know them when I hear them. Everybody in her circle and her family will, oh my God, Keisha finally got a good man. You know she like them sorry ass man. I can't, oh my God, we gonna see how long he lasts.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And unfortunately, I know so many brothers that have stuck and stayed, again, 10 relationships, 10 marriages, not long-term relationships, 10 marriages within the last year and a half. All them brothers are divorced. Because the community, bring it back on me, because the community told us we were supposed to stick and stay and work through that. I'm seeing brothers break themselves down mentally and emotionally. We've said it a million times. They're going through the self-checkout line, not all the time putting a pistol to their head, drinking, drugging, womanizing, chasing women all over the world. That's not what the passport is for. So tonight, we're going to get into a couple of these conversations. Get shout out to brother BT, says new intro is fire. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate it. I also appreciate the shirt. I had to wear it tonight. I got this from BT, so you make sure you go over to LaRon Gaskins, aka Broker Traditions, here on YouTube. You log out and lock in. We'll be talking about some of that tonight. Let's go ahead and get to the talking points, and we're gonna run it. Where we at? These are some of the roadblocks. Let me slide this down just a little bit. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it over here. These are some of the roadblocks a lot of brothers run into. I just named 3. Didn't want to dig too deep into the relationship piece. Because again, focusing on just brothers getting better. These hoes gonna be these hoes.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
They gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. They gonna talk what they want to talk, just like that sister just did. Running a couple of the roadblocks. Number 1, staying in survival mode. We'll get into that in a second. Number 2, the lack of support and direction. Number 3, the fear, not actually starting over, but the fear of starting over. How do we combat these? Uh-oh. Those are the roadblocks. That's where we're at. This is where you want to go. Create a 90-day escape plan. Skills over titles. This is the part where you get your shit together. Number 3, you got to change the room. I'm going to hit hard on number 3 and changing the room. With that said, let's go ahead and get to some of these roadblocks. Matter of fact, we got some more people snuck in. John Public in the building. He said, excuse the language, but we've been tired of you biatches. Fuck out of here. Indeed. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Colombia lost. So America's out. Colombia's out. I don't know who to root for now in the World Cup. Damn. Thanks for the update, BT. Brother Malika says, another cautionary tale. A hyena with a face full of makeup, weave, bad attitude, and disrespect for brothers. Her and her ilk are the reason why we inform and warn brothers of trifling females like her. Uh-oh, where's my button?
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Emperor in the building. He says, Big Brother Kofa, salute, let's cook. Indeed, brother, let's. With that said, let's go ahead and get to the first video of the night. You got to get out survival mode.
Say it again. Don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anything done. So are you moving forward, and who you taking with you, and how you make things better by the God-given talent that you all have in whatever area it may be, to write it, to direct it, to produce it, to cut it, to shoot it. You have a gift. It's called a gift. You didn't earn it. You were born with a gift. Now you hone that gift. You develop that gift. You do everything you need to do to protect it, and then you share it.
Bring it back on me. One time for Denzel.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Kofa, why'd you use that video for survival mode? Because what he said in the beginning, don't confuse motion or action with progress. What are you going to do where you're actually progressing, taking those steps? And sometimes progression looks like a loss. It looks like a loss. But as BT once said, there are no losses, there are only lessons.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And that's the summation of tonight's broadcast. You have to do something. You have to. You can't stay in the same rhythm and flow of the same job, doing the same mundane thing, taking the same route to work. I challenge you, get up a little bit earlier, see if you can find a different route to work. You already going to go do the same shit, right? Start those little things. Again, salute to Kevin Samuels. He said it, when you start building, give yourself something. If it's extra toppings on your pizza, those small things, again, Kofaism. One brick, one brick, one brick. Eventually you got a wall. Then you add on more. Now you got another wall. Then you got a room. Then you start expanding and building your whole house. But everything starts with the foundation. This is why I talk about this stuff up here. I can't get into the numbers like a medium man. That's not my shtick. I can't beat you over the head of how to go out here and run through these holes. Because we've seen many men do that shit and they still took a loss later on in life. The age group that I'm talking to is 25 to 55. There is no hard cutoff, so a little bit younger, a little bit older, whatever you can glean for what I'm giving. But the first thing you got to do is have you a foundation. And if your foundation is weak, survival mode, doing the same thing over and over again, eventually that house that you think you're building is going to collapse in on itself because your foundation has a crack in it. I give that example all the fucking time. You think you're standing on solid ground because you and your old lady been together 5-6 years. You've been miserable. She's been miserable. How many relationships did we see break up right after COVID when people could actually get away from each other? Everybody was in this cycle of going to work. Again, same mundane lives. You go to work, she go to work. You at home, she at home. However y'all really, but y'all were just going. Then COVID happened and you couldn't go anywhere. She couldn't go anywhere. You finally realized who you've been laying next to this entire time. And so did she. Y'all weren't compatible. Those stepkids you said you loved, you barely liked them motherfuckers.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You were just going through the same rhythm. You were stuck in survival mode just to pay bills. Slide over here to these super chats real quick. Appreciate you, BT, with the $2 bomb. He said, let's try this again. My drop, please.
These last $2.
I got you on that, and I got your drop, brother. I'm glad you're in here. No, I did not forget. Here we go.
I'ma just bless her. I chew. Baby girl, you with the winners. How could you lose? Like her too. Many different flavors. How can I choose?
You're running in the wrong direction, ma.
Back on me. You happy, BT? I told you I owe you one, bro. I told you I was good for it. Last show, BT hit me with a super chat, and I had moved some stuff around the computer, so I didn't have his drop readily available. And then he had the fucking nerve, but troll extraordinaire he is. He asked for a refund. I told him, nope, I'm keeping that money, but I owe you one. I got you, bro. I didn't forget about you. Yoli Cole says, what did I walk in on? You walked in on Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. And this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Thank you for being in here. Quiet Storm in the building. What's going on, good brother? He says, $20 bomb. He says, I'm paying just to keep you talking. I appreciate it, bro.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Let me see what I'm gonna hit you with. Bam.
Maybe borrow $20 to the mall.
Back on me. I appreciate that, Quiet Storm. Brother Emperor says, yeah, they want that France and Argentina rematch. Okay, that's what they're looking for in the World Cup. All right. LeBron says Denzel was on point, running in place. Indeed, a lot of brothers are just constantly just going. And you think, man, if I pay this off, I'll be good. Then something else come up. But you're still in the same place. You're afraid, not BT. But a lot of brothers are afraid to take that next step, to ask for that promotion, start looking for that other job, because it may throw your timing off. You got so accustomed, you got so comfortable, because now you've structured your life around that particular job. You structured your life around that particular crew that you've been hanging out with. You structured your life around that moment. And a lot of times, especially just general adults, but specifically focusing on men, a lot of your new friends are your work friends. They're comfortable in that. They're going to stay there. Some of those guys are happy. They were really settled. That for them was the precipice. They may have been doing worse before. Now you're on both of y'all hanging off the back of the trash truck. He's happy where he's at. You're trying to take that next step, but you're in such a rhythm of staying locked in with the people you're around. You're stuck in survival mode. Let me keep on going. Everybody speaking. Yola says, Kofa, have you ever worked for the VA? Nope, but I am in the military. I haven't worked for the VA though. Me and BT talked about this, so I hope I answered your question, Yoli. I haven't worked for the VA. BT says, gradually, then suddenly. I know BT was reading the book. He was telling me about it, and I told him I understood the concept because it was something I heard years ago. It takes 10 years. Stay with me. It takes 10 years to make an overnight success.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
It takes 10 years. Those ups and downs, the ebbs and the flows, the wins, the losses / lessons, for you to one day wake up and, oh shit, I'm out of debt. My credit score is where my goal was. Shit, me and old girl split up, but you know what? I'm doing a little bit better now. I'm ready to step out. I'm ready to get that passport. I'm ready to go see what the world, not your world, not what you've been living in. You ready to go see what the world has to offer. Let me keep on scrolling. Appreciate that reminder, BT. Let's keep on going. Let's go ahead and get to the next point. The lack of support and direction. We got to get out this space, and this is where it tags on to you staying in survival mode. You're staying in those same pockets, those same rooms, those same people. When you start talking about, man, I think I want to go back to school. I'm going to ask John, the manager at the job, for a promotion, or what do I need to do? Oh, you a sellout. This is what we get in the black community a lot of time. You a sellout. You going to try that shit? This ain't enough money for you? You think you better than somebody. Then the whispers start. Then the invites, the phone calls, the text message responses, they start slowing up and drying up. Then what do? You get uncomfortable. So you fall right back into number one, into survival mode, doing the same thing you've been doing just to pay bills. Let's go ahead and get the number two, the lack of support.
Men have always understood that ain't nobody coming to save you. There ain't nobody coming to save you. The world doesn't care about your problems. Because all you got to do to see what happens to a man who's been on Wall Street and now he's living in the park. We know that can happen to us.
That simple. That simple. We know that shit can happen. And because we know that, a lot of men stay in that fear pocket because of that lack of support that's coming. Nobody's going to help you. So when you're talking about studying, give you an example. Study in the Cloud with the group that I'm in. Salute to Theo Wolf. We've had brothers that have been physically, none of that shit. We've had brothers in the class that have been physically attacked by the female members of their families because they told them they couldn't do this and that because they were studying that weekend. They needed to make some adjustments because we had class that night. Oh, you trying to leave? These are the conversations that the brothers are sharing with us. They told me they felt like I was trying to leave and get away from them, not seeing the amount of money that I was about to make and get us out of this small ass rinky-dink apartment. Being able to get us, because again, as men, we're thinking about everybody else, to get us out of debt. The arguments start, throwing things at them happens. Then physically, a couple of these brothers were assaulted. One brother in particular was jumped on by his grandmother and his sister, basically giving him a spanking because how dare you try to go be better? How dare you try to get us out of survival mode? This is why I push back on the woke community a lot of times in the black community. We talk that shit, but so many people are so accustomed to being where they're at, that next step, even though they're complaining about being broke, they're complaining about Trump, they're complaining about the local government, white folks, Republicans, this, that, and the third, they're not going to take the necessary steps. And so many black men are viewed because they stay there, mama happy, grandmama happy, your old lady happy, your sister happy because you're around. A lot of brothers have confused that shit with leadership because the women in his circle are happy and they're stuck doing the same thing. Then you turn around and you put a football or a basketball in a little black boy's hand and you expect him to ball his way out of the hood and take y'all with him. We're in the same cycle because of the lack of support and direction because you want to go get better. Get to y'all comments. Salute, No News. Wanted to acknowledge you first. Emperor says, that's crazy. And the thing is, bruh, I wish that was the only story that we've had brothers share about that. I told y'all once, the brother, everybody can't go. We'll circle that. We'll get to that in a second. But everybody can't go. It was a brother going through these studies. He had his old lady. She was down with him. She was the ride or die until he got successful. Prior to that, I think he was working for like Roto-Rooter or whoever. What's the people that do the vacuum, the come clean carpets and shit? That's essentially what he was doing. Gets his cloud certification. Gets the job. The money starts coming in. They move apart. He moves them. Leadership, paying bills. He moves them to a better apartment on a better side of town. That's when the friction started. She didn't bother him when he was studying. Because again, and we had to tell these brothers, it wasn't just Kofa. She didn't think you were going to be able to do it. So she wasn't worried about it. In her head, you were wasting your time. Then better came. And all of a sudden, oh shit, she can't function in a better environment because she mentally, emotionally was stuck in survival mode. A lot of people get comfortable in that. And you got to watch your circle. Again, we'll get to that shortly. He gets to the six figures, well into the six figures. He went from making, I believe it was 45 one year to 145 the next year. And then 6 months after that, he got a raise to like 165, 175. It was something quick like that. All from his hard work and his studies. Now people say, oh, she was supportive. She didn't bother him. He must have changed when the money came. The brother was talking about getting the ring as soon as he got the cert. That was his plan. Get the cert, get the job, get out of debt, get her a ring. He thought he had one. He thought he had one. Then they got successful and shit just wasn't the same no more. You're acting funny. Started picking fights and arguments. They're not together anymore. And that's probably one of the best moves that brother made. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Brother LG, aka BT, says, when I was going to software development school, my ex was so mad and negative about it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
No News says they'll accept achievements by anyone's hands but a black man. You get another one, bro. Emperor says, how dare you try to get out this bucket, ninja? Get your ass back down here. Facts. Yeah, Stanley Steamer. That's what we used to work for. He used to work for Stanley Steamer. Let's keep on going. No News says, the sad part is when they see you on the way up, they'll sabotage you. Ex-wife emptied my investment account before Amazon blew up. That is crazy. I can only imagine how much money you missed out on. I've seen it happen with guys in the military. Again, for those new to the channel, watching the replay, I'm a paralegal. There's something called a general power of attorney. When you sign that, whoever you sign that over to, that person is you while you're gone. Had a guy, officer, for those that know the rank structure, he was a major, going overseas. My job is to explain to him, sir, you do know your wife is you while you're gone. He looked me dead in my face and said, we've been together over 20 years. If she takes anything, I guess she earned it. He. Okay. Signed that shit over to his wife, took his ass overseas. He came back. Now he's asking us, do we handle anything with a divorce? Wife sold the house, sold the car, moved, got her a new young boo, all while they were still married. Emptied out the bank account. But everything is a joke. This is why I get so passionate and upset sometimes when I'm having these conversations. Especially, I'm like, if y'all think Kofa is bad on YouTube, catch me when these cameras and these microphones is off when I'm talking to my boys. Because one of my boys in particular, Chris Trucker, me and him, I'll be on Chris. I'll be like, bro, you got it. I'll be like, man, stop doing this. Fuck that bitch. This, that, and the third. And he used to tell a couple of other guys, man, Kofa be going off. He be this, that, and he be talking this shit. Nobody believed him. So one day we was all on a group call and somebody said something. Toothpick Kofa came out. Went the fuck off. So we got off the phone. Again, I'm talking to Chris Trucker another couple of days. He was like, yo, the fellas was laughing at your ass. I was like, why? He was like, bro, they didn't see that shit coming. I forgot who said what, but he was like, remember when so-and-so and you just started going off? I was like, bro, I'm passionate for a reason. I've seen this shit in real life. YouTube is cool. The super chats are cool. I appreciate everybody's support. But in real fucking life, I've seen brothers fold from a divorce. I've seen brothers fold in family court. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I just hate seeing it happen because, again, we've made our whole world about everybody else usually until everybody else leaves. And now your whole world is crumbled because you've been putting so much into everybody else. Let me get back to these comments. Where we at? That's crazy. Yep. Yoli says money changes people. Also says, I was in the military. Be careful with power of attorneys. Get a limited one. Indeed.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Kofa didn't say it. Yoli said it. No News says dudes be on those spyware phones thinking everything is okay. Bruh, in my 22 years, I couldn't tell you how many times dudes came home to nothing.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother Malika's back at it. He says, if a black man wants to improve and put himself first, black people, especially black females, don't want to see us move ahead because we are seen as utilities, concuserves, and lesser males. And the craziest part about that, Malika, you would think they would still hold on when more money and more opportunity comes. but they know they haven't been keeping up with the bargain. Again, this is how y'all got to start thinking, fellas. I'm here to teach y'all womanese and how people flip words. Subconsciously, she knows she has not been doing her part. So you going to get more money, you dressing better, you moving better, you changing your circle of friends, and now she not cool with they old ladies. She can't gossip like she used to. She know it's only a matter of time before you step out or you leave her. Like Yola just said, money can change people. It's not necessarily the money. It's been your mind state the whole time. Going to get more and more and more. And one day you're going to wake up. Those rose-tinted glasses of, I love this woman. Again, the COVID love story. All that shit is going to fall apart because you're going to realize who the fuck you've been laying next to this entire time. You're going to realize with your boys who you've been drinking with this entire time. Misery loves company. It sounds cliche, but a lot of these people, that's why cats drink a lot, smoke a lot. Again, subconsciously killing themselves because they don't like where they're at. I just told y'all on the last live, a lot of men don't like themselves. They don't like themselves because they don't know themselves. They don't know themselves because they don't spend enough time by themselves. They drink it away, they smoke it away, or stay back in number one, stay in survival mode, and this is just what it is. Let's keep on going. I think we got that. So now we're going to move on to number 3. The fear. Again, it's not the starting over, this stopping, guys. It's the fear of starting over.
This is exactly why you need to trust the process. You see, at first it looks like you miscalculated the angles, like you went in a little bit too soon, or it's not going to work out. But then this happens. Because real talk, this is what winning looks like. People think you got to win by a mile, but usually you just win by an inch.
I'm gonna pause it right there. You see this truck backing up? Most people would have stopped because it looked dangerous. Instead of getting out and really assessing, they would have stopped, tried to recorrect, maybe hit something. When you're on that path, when you're on that next step and you're going towards it, it's going to be scary. You want to stop. Everything in you from survival mode is telling you to stop. Everything from the lack of support is telling you to stop. Stop and stay. I told you, what's worse than taking a loss is stagnation.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Staying in the same place. I'm gonna let it wrap up.
So if things look uncertain for you right now, just keep moving forward. Don't lose your faith in the process, because sometimes when it looks like you're about to crash, what it really is that things are starting to line up.
You only got to win by a little bit. You only got to win by a little bit. Use my Knicks again. We was kicking everybody's ass in the playoffs. Then we ran into the Spurs. The grit, the gut check, the perseverance, the staying together, the right circle. That's what got us. So we weren't blowing the Spurs out. 5 points here, 4 points there. 29-point comeback.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Put the work in, bro. You got to trust the process. Again, like my Knicks continue to say, everything is 0-0. No matter how much we're up, 0-0. Keep working. Keep fighting. Keep moving forward. You know what the end goal is. Get to y'all comments. Where we at? LeRon says that video was deep. You only gotta win. You only gotta win by a little bit, bro.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
He says just like Columbia, lost by a little bit, bro. That's the game, bro. The game is the game. Let's move on to where we at. That was the fear of starting over. So those are the 3 things. Those are the 3 roadblocks we want to discuss. Staying in survival mode. Because again, everybody's happy when you're in survival mode. They're used to you doing all this stuff. You start thinking different. Man, I want to try some different shit. What about moving apartments, buying a house, paying off this car, going to get this certification, starting to break away from doing the same Monday. Oh, y'all, Cheryl and Tony always come over here for 4th of July, or they host the best 4th of July parties. Then you switch to the Juneteenth, but you know, it's close enough. Then it's, you know what, we not grilling this year. We taking the family to so-and-so. Or you know what, I just want to chill. I don't got time to grill this weekend. Why? Because I'm studying. What you studying for? You sound crazy. Nigga, there ain't nobody gonna pay you that much money to play on no damn computer. Then you get it. Then you start moving. Physically moving. You change your address. You change your wardrobe. All that shit is a trickle-down theory from what? When you change your mindset. That's where that comes from. Get to the next group of talking points. Where do you want to go? Slide this down a little bit. Where to go? 90-day escape plan. Skills over titles. And then you got to change the room. I'm going to hit that one hard on change the room. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. No, that's not what I want. I'm looking for something real quick. I need to... There we go. Had to change the music up. Had to put on a loop. But let's go ahead and start with number one. Hold on. I think somebody had a comment. There we go. Yoli says, as a black woman, I pray and hope black men get their power back and be put back into their rightful place. Sis, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of men that are already in their rightful place. And it is the majority of us. We've already, I know you're probably new to the channel, but I talked about on my last live. If Kofa's sharing his story of what he overcome and what he had to do in relationships, and then take all the brothers that you see in the chat, they're telling their story. Then we back it up with facts, data, statistics. It's a lot of brothers that are already on their game. These mental roadblocks that I just finished discussing, that's what keeps us in that space. It's not white men. It's not even black women in the relationships. We're doing and checking our blocks of what we're supposed to do. There is a handful of black men out there that are fucking shit up. But our community at large, this is where the women come into play. A lot of sisters will clap for these dudes. Had a conversation with another brother the other day. When guys are coming home from prison, they always got a place to lay their head. Grandmama, mama, auntie, sister, old lady, whoever it is. They always have a place to lay their head. If this brother over here, this is the prisoner. If this brother over here was working 2 or 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet, ends not meeting, lost the main job, whatever, and he need to crash on somebody's couch. He a bum. He lazy. He ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. We all got to hear it. We stop talking about that individual. We start asking the question collectively as a group, what's wrong with black men? Plural. Because a brother stumbled. That's another part of this live tonight. Brothers trying to escape the fucking community. I'm a Walking Dead fan. We're all infected. We've seen it. Even though you're affected, that doesn't mean you have to become a walker, but you got to live in order not to turn into one of those zombies trying to pull people down and back into the community. And there's plenty of brothers out here doing it, but nobody really pays us any attention. Instead, we get the sister from the beginning of the video talking down on us. Just go to work and shut the fuck up. And so many men will tuck their tail and do that very thing and be fucking miserable. But I appreciate the well wishes, sis. I appreciate the well wishes, but again, it's a lot of brothers already doing it. So, goddamn, how much more can we fucking do until we start doing for ourselves? BT says, bro, when I started to break away, it was so much resistance from all over. And those that don't know, again, those watching the replay, this is my homeboy. I met the family. He's met my son, this, that, and the third. This isn't just somebody that we engage on YouTube. We're more than YouTube co-workers. Like, that's my homeboy. So I know his story. We've had these conversations. the pushback he got when, again, in the relationship he mentioned, trying to go get a cert, trying to get better, trying to get out of escape from New York.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
BT, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the only one in your family down here in the A. Maybe you and one other I think you might have mentioned. It looks different. The people in New York will try to keep you in New York. The people in Atlanta will try to keep you in Atlanta. The people in Houston will try to keep you in Houston. The people in the States will try to keep you in the States. That's why I got that up there as a constant reminder. A passport is just paperwork. For less than the price of a pair of J's, you too can have a passport. BT says, that says 90 escape plan. I'm confused. Messing with show for us. 90-day escape plan. I'm glad you caught that. Let me see everybody speaking BT. Brother Malika says, Kofa, when we black men start saying no to our family, friends, and associates and focusing on our goals, we are met with resistance, seen as uppity and mean, just for wanting more and better for yourself.
Knocks down another 3 ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
With that said, let's go ahead.
Here's what I see happening, and I'm a big believer in the reverse engineering. You put out what you want here, and what are the steps now that I have to take over the next 90 days to get there, and then you break it down. I taught this lesson I think last week in our community. You break it down into things that you can bite off. You start off with the 90-day goal, then you break it down into monthly. You know, what do I have to have done by month 1, by month 2, by month 3 to reach that 90-day goal? Then you say, okay, what do we do? What are our weekly wins? What are those things that says, man, we are on track? And when we hit those wins, we need to celebrate them as very best as we can. You know, I don't care if you're just throwing your hands up and hoping that the camera catches the little emojis or whatever, but take that pause to celebrate and then take it back one more step, eating the elephant one bite at a time, and say, what are my daily actions? What do I have to do today that's going to get me to that weekly win? And then by compounding that, it's going to get me to the monthly win, and then it's going to get me to my 90-day goal. Remember, a GPS knows the turns. It may have to reroute during the journey, but it already knows the turns before you ever start. That's the whole point of having a GPS.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Go ahead and get these acknowledgments before I comment on that. I appreciate Sister Michonne stepping in the building. Where are we at? Scroll past you. Hold on. Death Reaper, salute. Want to acknowledge everybody. Appreciate you being in here. Brother Fa, I appreciate you. I appreciate the subscription. I am grateful. Thank you for being part of the G.R.O.W.T.H family. And now you can't leave. I appreciate you being in here. Sister Michonne in the building. She says here. You know, I owed you one too. BT, I gave him his drop. I owed you from last time. So, and Highway Skinny in the building. He says, Kofa Michonne is coming over too. There she go. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. L. Roberts in the building. He says, showtime. Indeed, bro. We over here cooking. Queen in the building. What's going on, sis? F. Holiday in the building. Salute to you, good brother. Sister Messi says, hit the like button. And Katina Mama said, Messi dragged me here. I appreciate you being in here, sis. Yep. Subscribe if you are new. Let's see everybody speaking. Fa says I gotta start my page too soon. Y'all killing it. Start the page, bro. Trust me, if my country ass can do it, you can do it too. And you got a wealth of resources. Michonne, me, reach out to anybody in the chat. If you have a YouTube channel in the chat, go ahead and drop your link. But bro, you got a wealth of resources. Don't be afraid to start. Just hit the record button, fuck it up, and then fix it. As me and BT always said, in honor of Kevin Samuels, We're building the plane as we fly it. We figured out a lot of stuff. We have come a long way. Trust me. Let me see. Everybody speaking. Appreciate everybody being in here. You said the drop from Michonne didn't play. Did you get your drop, Michonne? There we go. Now it played. I hope you heard it. Anywho, let's keep on cooking. So the 90-day escape plan, the guy just finished talking about, I'm gonna bring it back there real quick, and I'm gonna pause it this time.
Here's what I see happening, and I'm a big believer in reverse engineering.
What he's calling reverse engineering is what we in the Army call backwards planning. You set your way out goal, in this case 90 days. Then you start doing the little things. Okay, I should be at 90 days, this is the end goal. Okay, so at 60 days we should have this. 30 days we should have this, and you start breaking it down bit by bit by bit. Backwards planning, reverse engineering, however you want to term it.
You put out what you want here, and what are the steps now that I have to take over the next 90 days to get there? And then you break it down. I taught this lesson, I think, last week in our community. You break it down into things that you can bite off. You start off with the 90-day goal. Then you break it down into monthly. What do I have to have done by month 1, by month 2, by month 3 to reach that 90-day goal? Then you say, okay, what do we do? What are our weekly wins? What are those things that says, man, we are on track? And when we hit those wins, we need to celebrate them as very best as we can. I don't care if you're just throwing your hands up and hoping that the camera catches the little emojis or whatever, but take that pause to celebrate, and then take it back one more step, eating the elephant one bite at a time, and say, what are my daily actions? What do I have to do today that's going to get me to that weekly win? And then by compounding that, it's going to get me to the monthly win, and then it's going to get me to my 90-day goal. Remember, a GPS knows the turns. It may have to reroute during the journey, but it already knows the turns before you ever start. That's the whole point of having a GPS.
You know where you're going. You know where your end goal is, and this is where I'm leaving both of these up to bound back and forth. You were stuck in that survival mode. You need a 90-day escape plan. The small things. Again, something simple. You go into the same mundane ass job. You know what time you got to be there. Leave a little bit earlier. Take a different route to work. You've been driving that same street for the last year, 2 years, 5, 10, doing the same thing. You haven't broken up your vision. Take a new route to work. Start out something small, because you know where you want to end up. You know that job isn't the end all be all. You don't know what you might pass. Go to a different coffee shop on the way. You don't know who you're going to run into. But you got to set that 90-day plan for yourself. Even if for the next 90 days, I'm going to go, again, I'm going to take this different route to work. I'm going to go to this coffee shop instead of the one right by the job where I'm rushing in before I'm late. Set those goals. I saw a post today and this shit just blew my mind. I wish I could give credit because I was just scrolling on Facebook. So again, basketball terminology. Every week is a 7-game series. You only got to win 4 games. You may not have the best week, but for those days, you need to be executing. You need to make sure that you're executing part of that 90-day plan to get to that end goal. Go ahead and get to y'all comments because I see y'all talking shit about the drop. You said the drops didn't play. Michonne said she didn't hear it. I hit it twice. Let me know, did you hear this one? Did we get that one? Y'all let me know if you got the You Go Girl. Let me see. Fa says, I need a coaching call from y'all. StreamYard is confusing as fuck, but I'm going to figure it out. I will help you, brother. Let me see. Queen says, I'll start my YouTube career once I finally get a good setup and a place to stream. Start with the phone. That's all Kofi did. During COVID, I was recording and I was putting stuff on Facebook because, again, I had not a lot of followers, not from podcasting, but just people I've known, high school friends, this, that, and the third, friends of friends. You know how it goes. So I just started on the phone. And then I took those videos, I started uploading them, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start the YouTube. Let me see how this thing go. Fucking horrible at it. According to Skinny, I'm still struggle streaming.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I'm still terrible at it, but I'm here. So don't be afraid to start, sis. Let me keep on going. Fa says, I didn't hear Messi drop. I want to hear it. No. How? Everybody heard everything else. It's playing, or so I thought. I just hit another one. I don't know what's playing, what's not playing. I don't know. Let's keep on going. Let me see. Yep, take the scenic route. Do something different, man. Expanding your mind sometimes isn't having these big, profound aha moments. Sometimes you just gotta start thinking different. LeBron says, there's another book I love called The Compound Effect. Cool. I'll put that on the list as well. Sister Messi got your super chat. Let me go ahead and catch that real quick. Sister Messi says, just start. Join my Patreon. I'll help you. Money to be had.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Did y'all hear the hotter than fish grease? I don't know what's going on if y'all can't hear the super chats. Look. So I got that T-Move soundboard. I got a good soundboard. I don't know what's going on. If y'all can't hear that, I don't know what's going on because I'm hearing it loud and fucking clear. Let me see. Try that. Everything's unmuted. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. Oh shit. Turn the music down a little bit. Now y'all got me over here. Y'all trying to throw the boy off his game. We're gonna leave that right there. Now we're gonna try it again. Messi, this for you. Let me know if y'all hear it. I don't know. If y'all didn't hear that, I don't know what's going on. But I appreciate you being in here. You can hear the fish grease, but you can't hear I don't know. I'll figure it out on the back end. I told you I'll move some stuff around, but what the fuck?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Okay, so it's the stream deck. If y'all can hear that, that's on my hard drive on my computer. The stream deck is tripping. So again, yeah, I got to. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna keep moving on. We talked about the 90 days. So again, every week is a 7-game series. You just got to win 4. Do something to move yourself forward for the 90-day escape plan. Next, we're going to talk about skill sets. Now you know what you want to go, where you want to go. What do you have to do in order to get there?
You take the things that you've mastered individually and you start stacking them on top of each other. I created a concept a long time ago that I call mastery stacking. You assemble the solidified steps in their natural ascending order, transforming a collection of simple habits into a display of total mastery. That's the whole point. You mastery stack. You take the things that used to feel hard, you separate them, you master one component at a time, and then you solidify, you start putting them together and you solidify doing multiple components at the same time, and then eventually you've mastery stacked your way to being able to fly a 747. You mastery stacked your way to being able to play a musical instrument, to being able to speak a foreign language or 7 foreign languages. You mastery stack your way to the point of becoming a multimillionaire. You mastery stack your way to the point of becoming a social media influencer. None of it's hard. It's just different than the things we've learned to master so far. Take the things that you've mastered individually and you start stacking them on top of each other. I created a concept a long time ago that I call mastery stacking. You assemble the solidified steps in their natural ascending order, transforming a collection of simple habits into a display of total mastery. That's the whole.
point. You mastery stack. You take the things that used to feel hard, you separate them, you master one component at a time, and then you solidify, you start putting them together and you solidify doing multiple components at the same time, and then eventually you've mastery stacked your way to being.
I am struggle streaming today. All right. Michonne said the music is nice though. All right. So this is what I said. Michonne, I'm glad you said something because I'm using you as an example. What he was just saying about mastery stack. Michonne is at the point where she's mastered YouTube. Because initially Michonne started out where she was just an icon. Then she got comfortable getting on camera. Then she learned how to troubleshoot StreamYard, but StreamYard fucks with everybody I see. But she learned how to troubleshoot StreamYard in real time. Then it grew into now we're going with her on her cruises. So everything again is not going to be in this comfortable studio at your house, just at your leisure. Sometimes it's going to be through the phone. She stayed consistent. She breaks up her videos. She appears in other people's chats. She appears on other people's panels. She's mastered this YouTube game. So again, when Fa was saying he wanted help, that's why she could say, I have a Patreon. It's not just singular YouTube. She can pivot over because she's mastered these specific steps. And she's going to give you more than just hitting the record button like Kofa just said and starting. She's going to not only give you a starting point, but a springboard. Why? Because of mastery. So again, using Michonne for example, everybody knows I'm talking to the fellas, but this is one of the things you got to do. On top of the 90-day plan, okay, now skills over titles. Stop worrying about the money immediately. I'm gonna let this finish out.
To fly a 747. You mastery stacked your way to being able to play a musical instrument, to being able to speak a foreign language or 7 foreign languages. You mastery stack your way to the point of becoming a multimillionaire. You mastery stack your way to the point of becoming a social media influencer. None of it's hard. It's just different than the things we've learned to master so far.
Let's pivot again. More skills.
The more skills you have, the less you'll ever worry about money. Most people start a side hustle asking, how much can I make? Wrong question. That mindset kills the run before the first rep. Skill is the asset. Money is the echo. When you build the craft, the cash gets curious. Ask yourself, how deep can I learn this until I become undeniable? Money doesn't lead, skills lead. Money follows value, and value comes from mastery. If you chase payouts, you bail early. If you chase skill, you stay long enough to get dangerous. My biggest jumps in life have come from when I forgot about the money and fell in love with the reps. Hours in, ego out. Then the numbers showed up like a shadow. Mindset is your engine. I need you to trade dopamine for discipline, trade speed for depth, trade outcomes for obsession. I want you to stack skills like Legos. Each brick compounds the last. Suddenly you're not looking for money, money's looking for you. Master one thing so hard it funds learning the next. That's how you max out your player stats and stop worrying about money forever.
Bring it back on me and
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
one thing at a time. You got the goal. You got number one. You got where to go. You got the 90-day plan. This is what I'm going to do. Even if you don't have the cert in 90 days, you set a study plan. You know what you're going to get. Now you got to get the skill. Don't worry about the title. Like the guy just said, don't worry about the money. It has to come. It has to. That's the natural order of things. Jobs, people, entrepreneurship, you get paid from your skills. You get paid because of what you know how to do, the problems that you can solve. The first problem, sliding back over to the roadblocks, you got to break survival mode. Got to get over that lack of support and direction. Well, I want to go over here, but everybody else walking that way. Get to some of y'all comments. Skinny says, oh, I'll be dipping in and out. Man says, yes, more skills. Glad y'all talking. See? Michonne over there making connections and helping people and shit. No News says, what's crazy is I feel this way with OBS and electrical work. One thing at a time. BT, He says, Kofi, I got to tell you about finite games and infinite games. Okay, cool. We'll talk offline. But I was bringing you up. BT helped me with not StreamYard, with Ecamm. This is the software we use because I was like, bro, I'm a Mac guy. He was like, oh, that's perfect. Ecamm's just for Mac users. All right, bet. Because I heard the OBS. I heard StreamYard. I was trying to figure that shit out. And again, just starting out, I was about to dump a whole bunch of money. I had a struggle microphone. I had a struggle camera. Where my old camera at? It's somewhere over here. There it goes. Had this little cheap thing that I got off of Amazon just to get started. But BT always, like every other day, me and BT talk pretty much at least every 2 days if we don't talk every day. Bruh, did you try this? Did you think about this? And this has been ongoing, again, leading up to number 3, Change the Room. This has been ongoing since we met each other. Hey, I think this is a good idea for your content. Because me and BT, we really do different content. It can overlap. But even if I'm not in his same lane, he's still trying to help me. I'm still trying to help him. Bro, you did this great. We'll call each other. Hey, bro, I saw your latest video. This is my critique. It's never, man, you suck. Get off YouTube. I disagree. Let's argue. None of that stupid shit. You start building with the right people. You'll be surprised when you step outside of that comfort zone. This is why this space is so big and yet so small at the same time. I'll say it's somewhat intimate. And I think me, BT, and Michonne had all laughed, and TJ, salute Through the Fire. We were all talking about, like, bro, we're YouTube co-workers. Everybody just trying to help the next person, because guess what? It's still cycling back. I just super chatted Michonne. She just super chatted me. Super chatted BT. I'll throw him something. This is his shirt from his brand. Log out. Lock in. Those are the things you start getting when you're giving to the right people. With that said, let me see. Co-workers for sure. With that said, we're going to go ahead to number 3, Change the Room. I'm going to stay on this heavy until we ride out for the night. Let me see. You got to change that environment.
If you don't change your environment is going to change you. And I think it's especially true today, right? Because there's certain businesses that you can't make happen unless you're in the right environment. And so there's somebody watching this who's wondering why they're not succeeding, why they're not getting the results that they know they're capable of getting, and they think it's them. Sometimes that's the case. But my experience has been that often it's also you in the wrong environment. So if you're not in an environment that nurtures growth, that identifies opportunity, that partners with people, then you're going to immediately hit ceilings around what you're able to do.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We talk a lot about accountability. Yes, you need accountability. But sometimes part of the accountability is knowing not necessarily where to place blame, but you're taking accountability for the things that you can't do or you shouldn't have done. Accountability also looks like, I'm really good at this shit. I know this isn't the people I need to be around. I had to tell my daughter the same thing. I was like, when you're growing up, she's 22 now. So coming out of high school, I was like, some of your friends are going to get pregnant. Some of your friends are going to go to the military. Some of them go to college. You're going to start finding different pockets of friends. You're going to have the friend that you can go on the road trip to the concert with. You're going to have the friend with the connections that's going to help you get that next job or get that job interview at least. You have different pockets of friends. You got to be aware of which one of your friends wants you to stay where you're at. Again, if you don't change the environment, if you're having these conversations of, I want to get better, I want to do this, and they're giving you the side eye, or everything is a snide ass remark, always a cute ass joke, always a, man, I'm just playing. Beware of those people. You'll look up in 5 years, for whatever reason, the things that you were saying, they're going to start fucking doing. And they're going to excel and exceed past you. You're going to be stuck right there because you thought you were waiting on them. They were taking all of your ideas and trying to move forward, but they were doing it in their way. Because I've seen people, again, let's take it back to MC Kofa. That wasn't my name. when I was making music. My cousin was my manager. Fucking genius. He had this book, old school. Had one of them notebooks. He had all these ideas. I mean, pages and pages, just ideas. And after we do this, within the next 5 years, we'll be here. This is this. Somebody stole the notebook. You would have thought somebody hit him with that Kano and just dug in his chest and pulled out his heart. Somebody stole the notebook. We know who stole the notebook because it was a female. We know who stole the notebook. Every idea that she pitched in the city to independent artists, it looked like it was going to work. Like different showcases and things like this and certain artists to go line up with. Everything that she tried to do that he knows for a fact, she took out of this notebook that was in his head. She took his ideas. Everything she tried to do failed. And I had to tell him because he was still stewing about this shit like a year or so later. I was like, cuz, do you not realize every time she tries to throw a showcase, something comes up? The venue either pulls it, and then we're all in the same circle because this is, again, mid-sized Georgia. This isn't Atlanta. This is Columbus, Georgia. Venue pulls, steals her money. She can't get a refund. The main artist, she had tried to come get the showcase and bring people in to see the other artists. They flake on her. Everything she tried to do failed. And I had to bring that to the town like, bruh, she can't execute your ideas because they're your fucking ideas. So even when you're sharing this shit with people, if they can't see it, don't get discouraged. Stop looking at that lack of support. Number 2 over there. Stop looking at the lack of support and direction. Remember the 90-day plan. Remember the skills you've already acquired. Sharpen those skills you're good at. Learn to do what you're not good at. Then you're probably eventually going to have to change that room. It's going to hurt you. Probably worse because you actually want everybody to come with you, but everybody can't go. Slide over to these comments real quick. Everybody talking. Brother Malika says, Kofa, acquiring skills also leads to acquiring mentors and like-minded individuals who are on the same path.
You're learning so many important things, and I'm so proud of you.
Indeed, good brother. Sister Messi says facts. Brother Malika says exactly. No News says 100. Let me see if this will come up for Queen. Thank you, sis. Queen says, wow. No News is like, oh shit. Facts. No News. Oh, back at it. He says, I thought it was just my family who had things like that happen. No, sir. Yep. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. Indeed. But they're not going to be able to see it because those are your ideas. And the reason why I'm able to see it like that, because an older lady had to tell me, well, auntie, I want to do this, that, and the third. I'm trying to get my boys. Everybody can't go, baby. Those are your ideas. And it took me back to when I told my cousin that I forgot. So even I need a reminder. YouTube is not the end all be all. I'm not some Dalai Lama sitting up here with all this wisdom. It's just acquired life experiences. And I'm not afraid to tell my side of the story because I know it's not just my side. Somebody else went through something similar. Male, female, it don't matter. Again, men-centric channel. So I got to talk to the brothers and let y'all know it's okay to talk about this shit. You just may have to pivot and change the room. Let's keep going. Got the skills, got the environment. Did we get this one?
No one has ever seen anyone get their shit together. What happened was that person disappeared. You didn't see him or hear from him for a while, and all of a sudden they pop back up and it was looking better.
I'm gonna run that back in the beginning. No one, don't let that go over your head. No one has ever seen somebody get their shit together. Let's keep going.
No one has ever seen anyone get their shit together. What happened was that person disappeared. You didn't see him or hear from him for a while, and all of a sudden they pop back up and it was looking better, feeling better, and doing better. And you're like, oh shit. You don't hear a tree grow. The problem is a lot of y'all want to be on the scene. You still want to be seen. you have to remove yourself from them environments. I like to say you have to change on a wholesale basis. A lot of y'all be making these changes, but these little bitch ass changes. You got to buy change on a wholesale basis. Change where you hang out at. Change who you talk to day to day. Change the music you listen to. Change the way you dress. When I made that transition, I had to stop hanging where I was hanging. I had to stop talking to who I was talking to. We know the eyes are a gateway to the soul, but the ears is the biggest gateway, because what you hear become part of your thoughts. Your thoughts become part of your mood and your physicality. Then that becomes part of your behavior. And your behavior, the result of that is the life you have now. So you got to control what you're listening to and who you listening to.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
And let me see what else I got. You know what? I don't know if y'all heard that. Let's see.
Three-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in!
You got to change a lot intentionally. Starts with the mindset. Yes. Starts with that circle. Yes. And if you're changing the circle, it should change your location of where you're hanging out and what you're doing on a consistent basis. It should change eventually, again, the way your money comes in, because it should change your skill set, then your money, probably where you live at, how you dress, how you eat. Those small things that you can control now, how you eat, how much sleep you get, your thought process, and the people you hang around. Those things have nothing to do with gaining a skill set, a 90-day plan, or fucking money. Those are basic traits, habits that you can alter for yourself. Let me see. Queen says, hotter than fish grease. Indeed. BT says 100. Brother Malika says, everybody is not meant to go with you. And as you progress, your circle of confidants must change for the better and help you be the person you are destined to be. Indeed.
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Another drop that didn't work. I don't know. I think I got it on the back end. With that said, we are going to wrap up with the 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. Uh-oh.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
This is one of my favorite players on the team. This is what he had to go through in order to get that championship.
Lazy defense by baseball. Once Kuzma got...
Everyone overlooks Hart except for the Knicks. Notice how many teams, different teams he played for before leading up to where he's at now.
The ball initially, no whistle came, and the Lakers. To handle all the selfish ways I spend my time. You're everything I want, but I can't deal with all your love. Saying I'm the one, but it's your actions that speak louder.
Remember this part. We're getting ready to see it again.
Remember this equation. You will need it later, nigga.
A brotherhood, talking shit, been friends since college, bounced around the league from LA to New Orleans to Portland. Same thing, just simplify high five. Everybody miss. All right then, like I'm not even fucking here. Cool. Then he gets to New York. Then he balls. Then he makes a mistake. But the right circle, he changed the room. The environment changed.
What's the one moment, the one play that you think embodies this entire title run?
When Josh honestly missed the layup. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. I know, usually I joke about that, so he missed the layup at game 4, and then I think OG or him fouled Wemby, and then Josh is on the floor kind of like holding his face. And
saw him? He just blew a layup, then turned around and fouled, and his head is in his hands because the game was so fucking close. And that really, really could have put it away. But he missed that layup. But what did his brothers do? Come and pick him up.
B, Cat, and Jose just ran to him and said, get up. Next play, like F it.
Jalen Brunson just said something in a post-win interview.
Let's run it back.
B, Cat, and Jose just ran to him. It's the way at the game 4, and then I think OG or him fouled Wemby, and then Josh is on the floor kind of like holding his face, and like B, Cat, and Jose just ran to him and said, get up. Next play, like F it.
Jalen Brunson just said something in a post-win interview that I want every parent in New York to hear. He was asked what play defined his championship run. He chose Josh Hart missing that layup in game 4. Not that OG tip in that won the game, and not any of the clutch shots. The mistake. And then he explained why. Because when Josh missed and hit the floor, he said, me, Cat, and Jose just ran up to him and said, get up, next play. And that is what led to the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. In DBT, we call what Josh's teammates did co-regulation. They didn't shame him. They didn't spiral with him. They ran towards him and moved him forward. This is exactly what I tell my parents to do when their child fails. Don't run over to their mistake and shame them. Run over and give them encouragement to keep going because it's the next play.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
0-0. The next play. You made the mistakes. You were hovering through the roadblocks, survival mode, lack of support and direction. The fear of starting over. Kind of got over that fear. You set a 90-day plan, but what am I going to do? Okay, cool. Let me go get these skills. Unfortunately, fortunately, you had to change the room. Stop letting this community, the Walking Dead, the Walking Communitah, hold you back. Stop allowing yourself to hold you back, trying to save everybody. It's one guy on that thumbnail running with everything that he's trying to get to. Everybody else behind him is dead. That's the only way he's going to survive. You either level up or you die. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. We're going to close out. LeRon says, I remember Josh Hart was known for not getting love from his teammates. Indeed. And then he found the right team. Let me see where we at. No News says, sometimes you got to find your people. Indeed. Highway Skinny says the Spurs let him down. Fuck them. No News says, I don't like either team, but I'm glad I lived to see the history. 57 years is a long time to get a chip. It was 53. Don't be adding on no damn 4 years. No News back at it. He says, is that the lady from Incredibles?
This is culturally inappropriate.
Oh. Brother Malika says, teamwork makes the dream work. A winning team is defined by its talented members, not by the superstar individual.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Chris Trucker in the building. I was talking about you earlier, brother. He says, my boy, I'm here. Salute to you, good brother, but we about to close it out. You got to catch the replay. I'll probably holler at you after I hang up. After I get off. Let me see. Highway Skinny says, Kofa, I'm an Orlando fan, but I want the Spurs to knock them off. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We're not going to do that. Again, salute to my NBA my 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. Take this as you will, apply it how you can. I'm not expecting brothers to take this and run with it and do everything overnight. That is not what anything that I've said, the videos that I've used to kind of drive the point home, none of that is expected of you. But you have to start making the change. You cannot keep doing the same thing, or you're going to become one of those fucking walkers. You're going to be part of the walking Communitah, just walking around dazed and confused, dead, doing the same thing in survival mode because of a lack of support and direction and the fear of starting over. You got to make that choice. Start that 90-day escape plan. Don't know what it looks like for you. Your job is different than mine. Your family structure is different than mine. But I'm telling you, these core pieces, they work across the board. You keep going. It's 0-0. Once again, every week is a 7-game series. You only got to win 4. Just win 4 days. Start building and bounding like that. And it doesn't have to be back to back. Just start. Appreciate everybody being in here. Appreciate the super chats. Let me make sure I don't got nothing on the Cash App before we slide up out of here. Again, content creators, drop your links in the chat. Those thinking about becoming content creators, up there is G.R.O.W.T.H That's at Gmail. So hit me up if you have questions. Michonne will be much better to hit up. But Michonne, if you get flooded, kick some people over to me, and I'll do my level set best to do a you impersonation and help them out as best I can. BT is a wealth of information. Make sure y'all go subscribe to each other. Have these conversations. You see, case in point, I had like 11 people in here. I knew Michonne was on. Sometimes we overlap. It's okay. No harm, no foul. We don't care. It is what it is. But as soon as she finished her live, I know she was like, who's live? Oh shit, Kofa's on. Make sure you go over there and hit the like button. I went from 11 people to 21 people. Just like that. Because again, we're sharing information, sharing money, sharing a laugh. YouTube co-workers. When like being in the chat is like being in the fucking break room. Or that forced fun we call it in the Army, where everybody in the office got to go to the outing, and you see that one coworker and they look at you and you look at them and like, why the fuck are we here? You trying to leave? I got like 5 more minutes, bro. I bet. And we roll the fuck out. That's what it's like being in the chat. So if you're hesitant to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and start it, especially if you're over here or over with Michonne or BT. We circle and we share. Let me see. I got a Cash App. I think this is the old one. Yep, that was the old one. So no Cash Apps. Appreciate all the super chats, super stickers. Once again, I've been your humble host, Kofa. K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. And this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the hype button if you're catching on the replay. I'm going to leave you like I always do. I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. Catch y'all on the flip side.